Hello, good morning, and it is the 26th of January 2025, and I just want to give a big thank you to everybody that attended the charity event that took place yesterday at Stockingford Pavilion in Nuneaton. Now, this is the charity that I was raising money for. It is the same charity that I raised money for my 40th, and I'm hoping it will be a charity that I'm able to raise money for on an annual basis. Now, if anybody would like further information about Overcome and what they do, and obviously the symptoms of ovarian cancer, and the support and guidelines that are out there, please feel free to contact me direct or to obviously contact Overcome on their Facebook page, Twitter, Instagram, and all of the information is on there. There are so many different ways, like with any charity, that you can support them, and obviously by fundraising money, and there's a list of what happens with the money that you fundraise and how to go about it. And this is something a lot of charities have been advertising a lot this year. I know it's only January, but charities that are trying to raise money for every single month of the year so far have been trying to push those funding revenues and how to do so. So you've got the WWF that have been advertising. You've got Marie Curie that have been advertising. You've had Mind that have been advertising. In November last year, epilepsy was a really big thing that was being advertised. So on my blogs, there is actually a link. And by using that link, which I will share onto my Facebook pages and groups as well, it will actually give you a list of events literally that take place throughout the year, on a day by day and week by week and month by month. And it will literally give you a whole list of all of the charity events that are taking place and how to go about supporting them. So for people that may not be aware of certain charities that aren't local to themselves, they may be on those links, they may be on that specific date, and anything obviously national will be on there, as it is more of a national guideline of information and guidance for charities and their funding and how much money they're trying to raise and how you can support them. Pardon me, it wasn't a yawn. But with some of the charities, obviously they have a certain criteria, like they will say, we want you to fundraise, or we want you to do something like a bike ride, for example, which is something that's been very common over the years. And they'll say, oh, in order to raise this money, you've got to pay a donation of so much and then raise so much. And some of the others, they're a little bit more laid back, where they're like, every little helps, do what you can. And what I've found with Overcome, who I have chosen, is I can set up a donation page through them directly, which means it doesn't have to be like on Just Giving or on any other nationally recognised donation page or group. And they then are able to pretty much get 99% of all of the donations. But like with any group, what you will find is there is a surcharge. So even like with Just Giving, not all of the money that you obviously donate to Just Giving goes to that charity, because they will take a percentage for hosting the page. And it's pretty much the same with ovarian cancer. Overcome, who support ovarian cancer. But all of the information is on their websites. So what I usually do is I say to people, donate the money through them, or come to an event that's taking place. Don't give the money to me from either paying whatever you can, basically, and then when I have a fixed amount of money, I will then pay it in a lump sum to the cancer charity. That way, they are getting more of the full amount of what is being donated, as opposed to losing money from little donations here and there. So, like the saying, take care of the pennies and the pounds take care of themselves. So at the moment, I am still trying to work out how much we have actually fundraised from the event that I did on the 25th of January, which was yesterday. But I can tell you from the event that we did 2 years ago, we raised £250 for Overcom. And last year, I can't exactly remember how much we raised because I didn't donate the money to Overcom. What I did was I actually donated it to Stockingford Pavilion in memory of an amazing young lady who sadly did pass away from cervical cancer. So the money was donated by the community in memory for the young woman who passed away, who was a very avid member of the community, and she did a lot for the community. But obviously, because of data protection and to support her family, I don't give out names or details, only that we had a fantastic turnout last year. It was more of a social event, it was more of a family event, and every time I do an event like that, I always do a raffle, and the money will go to a charity. Usually it will be a charity that is linked to like the charity of the month. But I've done Overcom again this year because it's one that people might necessarily not be aware of, doesn't get a lot of advertising online, or you know, people are aware of Macmillan, people are aware of British Heart Foundation, people are aware of the Royal British Legion, but some other charities, even local charities, people aren't always necessarily aware of. So as much as I would like to support local charities, I also want to support charities that are national but aren't always recognised. So once again, thank you so much. And once we know how much money we have made from yesterday's event, and then obviously by my birthday, which is in July, so I will set up the page with Overcom for that. I haven't done it yet. Then all of the money will be then donated to the charity on my birthday's on the 4th of July, so I usually do it the week after. So if we say by the 15th of July 2025, all of the money donated will go to ovarian cancer support. So for more information, please contact me or contact the charity direct. Thank you.